it's awesome, and it's so rewarding. The Lord's will be done, when it is all said and done, God's will be done. But we are the only ones that are blessed when he uses us. And this is a chance to be used. We're useful tools, and it's amazing. It is the Great Commission. We're here to reach the lost and make disciples, and it's that simple. And so the way that we're structured is we're gonna get the premise and the form and the function of how Go operates, and I'm turning loose. And you're gonna have to find two more, I'll find two more.
One of the most difficult parts about serving, this is a good thing because it helps with patience, but a lot of people don't really understand what it feels like to be served.
Go, it's such an important part. Discipleship is such an important part to me, especially with a mature Christian faith, right? And growing in that maturity and helping build brothers up and sisters and, other believers. And Go is a really cool way to have practical tools to do that. And it's baby steps.
Go is doing is starting the conversation. And, even from the first few weeks, we're still continuing these conversations. And like I said, it just sets a really good precedence of, we're not just talking about sports games and stats and things like that. We can now have these deep conversations, and whether it's on the phone or in person, we're laying that groundwork, and I think we're opening the door for the conversations we really need to have.
So Go has given me a more structured purpose. Because like I said, before Go, it was more like, what can I do? But now with Go, I know what to do. And Go shows us how to do it, if you will. And it's like I said, it's different than serving in the church because, when people come to the house of God, they come to, hear a word, they come to get healing, they come to commune, fellowship. But it's a lot of people who don't come to church that we want to access. A lot of people who don't get to experience that communion that they would experience with us when we go out into the world.
And I was sitting there praying one night, and I just kept praying, and I'm like, Lord, I need more Christian friends. I need more Christian friends. And it was a funny story because what happened was, instead of me finding Christian friends, the Lord made my friends Christian. And it was such an impactful thing. And I got to step out in faith a couple times and say, hey, how do you guys feel about Jesus, right? And that's all it took. And it was amazing. So all we want to do is just spread the good news. We want to talk to people about Jesus. And it can be accomplishable. It can be small. It doesn't have to be this huge, elaborate mission.
My name is Walter.
I'm Danny.
My name is Zach. I'm a member of 247 Church in Kentucky. And Jesus has called me.
And Jesus has called me.
And Jesus has called me to impact beyond the